I'm lying here thinking about the comment that was made by the artist Billie Eilish. This young lady that came to fame suddenly not too long ago. She sings blues. See, I don't even know the genre of singing she does. I've never listened to her music, and I seen her video, and the latest video. I've seen it. I won't watch it. I've seen the one that says I'm a Lucifer lover or something. See, I don't even know if that's the correct title. I'm a Lucifer lover. And then there's the one with where she's drenched in oil. I was thinking about doing some kind of reenactment of that video using oil and make some wings and then drench my whole body half covered with oil. Like she looked like she just rolled around and over there at the truck stop. And her green hair. She looks like it's definitely not my generation. I'm thinking about what she said in regards to Grammys. I stopped watching Grammys. I was scrolling YouTube. I saw I saw the headline last night, and I think the person I already credited on my YouTube that I just dropped. It was surprising. I at first I was like, I'm not gonna react. I'm just gonna just ignore it. And so I try not to think about it. Then anything that has to do with Native American topics sometimes riles me up, and I'm just even on the reservation, I could go into a place and ask for assistance or something. The attitudes of some of these ladies that work on the reservation, the air about them, it 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 infuriates me. I like to use that time when I'm infuriated to either write poems, sing a song, draw, and try to think about why I'm feeling the way I'm feeling. I'm thinking about hers, and I'm thinking like I think she's misunderstood. I mean, this one's a tongue twister. Like, do you know that? I've okay. So two negatives makes a positive, right? No one exists on stolen land. She was protesting against ICE. I had to think about this. Anyone is legal on free land. That's how I had to think about it. I had to switch everything around to what's the polar opposite of the word. She's saying no to ICE, and how she said it. Who told her to say these words in the first place? She's getting millions of dollars, and I guess she's living in a nice pad. So I think it's the people that are pocketing her pockets. So she'd get her hair dyed green the next month. Cha-ching. I'm trying very hard to understand what the message is, because the, I have a hard time understanding politics, why people stand behind their beliefs, and I always want to play fair. I go back and forth on a lot of some issues. I had a hard time picking about all gay. Am I all gay in, or am I gay out? I'm not in. I'm not rooting for. We call them the. I think the even the abbreviation has gotten longer. LB LBT. Q, let's see, lesbian, bisexual, G, LBGQT, and then the plus sign. Okay, so that's that, and in our in our culture, we accept gay. In our culture, gay is Datla, the changing one. There's there's a fine, even in our rug loom. There's a mistake. They have the opening there that the border is not completely a border. There's an opening right there, and when you ask a weaver, the Navajo weaver, must initial said a that's for mistakes, human errors. Not saying that gay is an error. It's human nature. It's part of our humanness that we are prone to make mistakes, make statements. And in our culture, lately, it seems like the music industry is plagued by this monster machine. You know, you look back on the paper trail, money trail in this case, where does it come from? Who is the one that is telling these young artists if they say this, or before the contract is signed, that they must contribute to this sort of image, and then their image gets altered? I suppose I'm just only going by many other YouTube posting, TikTok posting, just a lot of people that have constantly have stated that the money machine, the music industry, who's behind these these artists, that artists is with their strings tied to a puppet master, stuff like that. And I'm doing very thorough thinking about these things. It takes me a long time to understand what the trend is and what is hot, what's not. I remember when I made poetry or poems, I look back and I would talk about things, try to write poetries on it about my anger feeling without really checking the facts, generalizing on top and putting airing it out. That's why I don't delete my YouTube posts. At least I try not to. Uh, Sometimes I run into like maybe even, I don't know if it's true or not because I'm a small YouTuber, but shadow banned. I don't know if I've been shadow banned, but sometimes my views haven't been going up at all. No views, so I really don't know. I'm like the comments, the likes, and all that. It doesn't really indicate of of much of my artist artist my artist way approaching and thinking about life in general. I've had people put an hour down, and that's fine. I've had people make comments, and that's fine too, because I need those. I really don't think within the guidelines, or people are gonna say what they're gonna say. That's humanity for you in our day and age. With Billie Eilish, I am gonna give her the benefit of the doubt that she is saying something positive about no to ice. That's the message. All I gotta say about this Billie Eilish statement: no one is illegal on stolen land. that is a mind fuck. Really, she went on stage because somebody told her she had to say something political, and and what they're telling her, or I'm guessing this industry, the music industry, because the last two videos she's made, she's wearing dark wings with fire, and then the second one is all white and gold, and the title of the music has Lucifer, the word Lucifer in it. That's the last two videos. I don't listen to her music. It's not it's not my forte. I'm Generation X. My point of all why I am expressing is because, one, I was surprised about my reaction to it. Second, there was a Yazzie that got detained in Peoria, Arizona, by Navajo. That went to the news. There have been other tribes that also have been Native American tribes that have papers and everything in our country. And being in a person where I know what it feels like to be incarcerated, during the time when they're rounding up people, these people that work for, they're wearing your uniform and you got guns on you, that feeling they have sometimes. I've seen people get treated really badly, I've seen a woman in the time when I was sharing about Gallup, when she was inside her cell and she needed some kind of, she needed questions or answers or something. Next minute, they brought her out and they threw her on the counter. I'm witnessing this, and the officers, there's usually three of them, and they went to her and they twisted her arm so bad I thought they threw her down on the counter so hard, and they pulled her arm backwards like this, to the point where I thought they were gonna pull her arm out or break it. I watched from jail, and I was in booking. I've seen they get pretty aggressive in the heat of it. What I was trying to do about all these things that are happening around the world is to talk about a non-violent approach. We are so systematically being barged with imagery, music, the conduits of these celebrities, their power to speak in gathered forums where people like myself are looking back and watching them in their nice clothes. Some of these individuals, like this lady here, rose to the top. She's been where I'm at, and then she reached to that point where she can have over $1 million homes. And so within, I don't know, less than 5 seconds, she said something, and then it ricocheted outwards. Why? Because she wants more money, she wants more fame, she wants to be successful. That's what unites public outcry. If you figure out a way to do something outrageous, and then in a place where people are all looking at you, and you got billions of viewers watching you, singing, doing videos. That's power. They're all looking at you, and then within 5 seconds. So basically, that spotlight, you want that spotlight to come back to you. It's going to keep you on top, I guess, with the luxuries of getting monies. My thing is, something's got to change. Something has to stop. There has to be some kind of like me reacting to this right now. I explore it in a way where it's like I'm making a statement myself, just like she stood up there making a statement, and I'm Native American. I'm making a statement. My reaction to it is like the best thing you can do is just give the statue back, and then there's 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 no gravy train, I guess. I mean, if you really believe behind your statement, you would do something charitable, or you do something that is not tied with money or fame.